Hello and welcome to Magical Maiden's Paranormal Vlogs. I'm Magical Maiden, and today what I have for you is some orbs, which I'll play first, and then some EVPs, as well as my cat Magic, maybe Salem, but Magic speaking human words. Now I have quite a few videos and I'm trying to get to them all because I've been slacking. So I have from June 11th and 12th all the way up to the 17th. So I'm going to try to get as many as I can in here. So the first batch you're going to see is from June 11 and 12th. And so you'll have one video with orbs and EVPs and my cat Magic talking. And then I'm going to try to add more in. So I didn't want this to be long. So the first EVP you're going to hear is my husband says, "Ain't that right, Magic?" Because we talked to the cat. And my cat says, "I don't know." So that's going to be the first one. Okay, so let's begin.
Is that right, Nancy? Is that right, Nancy?
The next one, someone says, "Who's in charge now?" So here it is. Okay, this next one, they repeat it. I didn't put it in repeating it. And it's like they're singing and playing a musical instrument. I can promise you there was no radio or TV on. And it sounds like it only broke the little. It only broke the little. So I'm not really sure exactly what they're saying. But the music and everything and the repeating is them. Okay, so the next one, Magic is talking to somebody, and a woman says something like, "It's better," and then Magic says, "Pick up." So here it is. Okay, so the next one, they say, "It wasn't you." It's an EVP saying it wasn't you. So here it is. So this next EVP is just a short little one. Someone says push, push. So I'm not really sure what they were talking about or who they were talking to. Sometimes they just talk to each other and I catch it.
Push, push.
Okay, so here's the other dancing singing one. It sounds like that's the seed that affects the brain. And they sing it and repeat it. I don't know. You figure it out. The next one, the EVP says thinking what to do. Thinking what to do. So here is that one right now. So in this next one, I'm not really sure what they're saying. It's please something. So here is the next EVP. Okay, so the next one, I'm not sure. It's an EVP, and it says he's fickle. I'm pretty sure that's what he's saying. But you tell me, what do you think he's saying? Okay, so the next one is my cat Magic saying, "We always prosper. We always prosper. We all be." So he's talking to someone about prospering, and it's a very clear sentence, so there's no mistaking the words. We always prosper, we all be, you always prosper. So the next one is my cat Magic, and he has a funny voice when he's saying it, but he's saying, "It works." So it works. Here it is. So the next one is my cat Magic, and I don't know who he's talking to, but he says, whatever you want to be, whatever you want to be, in his little cute high pitched voice. Again, he's a blabbermouth and he talks to everybody. So in the next one, you're going to hear my cat meowing, and then you're going to hear someone say, do you copy? A man's voice. So my cat meows Magic, and then someone says, do you copy? Here it is. So in the next one, you're going to hear Magic is talking to somebody because you can hear a voice. It's kind of hard to hear everything. I'll understand that I do make it as loud as possible. But Magic's asking a question. I'm not sure exactly his words. And they say, I think they say we have to fix him or something like that. See what he says. Okay, so in this next one, my cat Magic says move out. So he's just wants someone to get out of there, move out. And you can hear a man's voice in the background. But I don't really make out any words, so all I can hear is Magic saying move out. Here it is. So this one's my cat Magic meows, and you hear somebody say take a look. Take a look, and he meows. So he's actually answering them. So Magic is answering somebody saying they walked down the street. So I really don't know who he's talking to once again, but that's what he said. Here it is. For yourself, if you can make it out. I try the best I can. So this one is my cat Magic just meowing. He's not saying any words, but then you hear a man's voice that says, don't bother. So, like I said, it wasn't my husband's voice. That's not my husband. Nobody was around. It's not the TV. But somebody says, don't bother. So, I have no idea. But this is, here it is. Okay, so we just finished June 11th, 12th. Now we're on to June 12th and 13th. So I do have, I think, 3 videos with some orbs in it. And I'll stick it somewhere in between all the EVPs, and Madge and Salem says something as well on this. So then after that, I'm going to stick in the 13th and 14th, and I'll come in and I'll let you know. So I just wanted to put that there. So now we're going to June 12th and 13th. I'm doing it this way so it's somewhat in order, because sometimes I try to do all this and things get lost. I have so many I have to go through all the time. So that's why I'm doing it in sections, and I do get interrupted a lot. I'm always so busy. So let's start with June 12th and 13th, and I do have a few orbs for you that'll be stuck somewhere in between. So let's begin. Okay, so I decided to stick the orbs right in the beginning. So we're going to start off with the first EVP. Some man says, never touched you. Never. So I'm not sure who he's talking to. He could be talking to Magic and Salem. You know, they get pretty ticked off. Magic is pretty bossy. It tells them what to do. You know, there's spirits, entities, and interdimensional beings, not just in my house, but in every house. I think mostly because they know I'm clairaudient, and so they hang around because they know I'm going to hear them. But it doesn't always have to be the case, because I'm going to tell you this, they're in everybody's house. Whether you see the orbs or not, whether you hear them or not, whether you have a camera or not to capture all these, it's there. So when you're laying in bed all by yourself in your house or apartment or a trailer, wherever you live, and you think you're safe and sound because you don't hear or see anything, you are safe. Don't worry about it. But they're still there. They're all around, coming through your walls, your ceilings, your floors. They're in every room. So you're not alone, ever. Okay, they're outside, they're inside, they're everywhere. So it's not just me. I don't have a haunted house. Your house has it too. And I guarantee if I went there, brought my cameras, I can hear them and see them. So anyway, let's begin. The first one is an EVP saying, never touched you, never. So the next one is another EVP, and it's saying, showing that this probably won't work. And I don't know what they're talking about, who they're talking to. Are they talking to my cats? Are they talking to someone else? But that's what they say. So here it is. So the next one, it's Magic saying, hello, you wanted to know, you wanted us. And so you want to know, you want us. So that's Magic. Okay, so the next one is Magic saying, it will only reach that. So he says, it will only reach, and then he goes, that. Again, I have no idea who he's talking to or what he's talking about. This is what goes on in my house on an everyday basis. Here it is. Okay, so the next one is Magic saying, I'm not going to lie to you. So that's what he says. He says, I'm not going to lie to you. He's obviously having a conversation to somebody, with somebody. Here it is. Okay, so the next one, Magic says, turn around. So not sure again who he's talking to. So he says, turn around in this next one. Magic has a big vocabulary. So here it is. So the next one, Magic says, she found us. I'm not sure who in the world he's talking about or who he's talking to. So she found us is the next one. Okay, so this next one, Magic says, turn around, and something turn around. He said it again. I know he said that earlier, but he also said it again. Like I said, it's probably part of the same conversation he was having. So here it is. So on this one, he says, turn around again. And here it is, my cat Magic. Again, he's repeating those same words, turn around. Okay, so my next one, Magic says, yes, it is, with this little high-pitched, cute voice. Here is Magic saying, yes, it is. Okay, so in this one, it's Salem. He's saying, please don't. And I'm not really sure. He was in his room, so he wasn't on the camera, but it was his voice saying, please don't. So I don't know if he was talking to Magic or someone else. Okay, so hello, everybody. So now we're up to June 13th and 14th. We did the 11th, the 12th, the 12th, the 13th. Now we're the 13th, the 14th. And I still have the 15th to 16th and 17th. Anyway, I have for you the first EVP. They say, hey, you missed that. And I'll also have an orb, just one video with an orb that I'm going to place after I put this one EVP that says, hey, you missed that. Now, this is also time consuming, so I'm doing this in sections. I have to produce this, then go back in and add more. And the reason why I'm doing it while I can, because every time I do videos, I get really interrupted. My husband wants to eat dinner, my cats want to eat, and I'm the one who does it, so I have to do that. But then if my sister's home, she's always visiting and she expects you to get off and sit there with her. Otherwise, she gets an attitude and gets all pissy, even though she comes unannounced. So there's always interruptions. There's always something going on around here. Plus, I'm very busy. So I'm trying to get all this done in one shot. So that's why I don't have just all orbs, or I'm trying to break it up, make it a little different, shake it up a little bit, add some orbs here and there, EVPs, and my cat's Magic, Salem, speaking human words, and a little chat in between. So the first EVP, like I said, is, hey, you missed that. And then the second EVP is going to be, I should. So here are those two EVPs, and then I'll put an orb video in. Okay, so here is, I got an orb video right here for you. And there's Magic. See it? All right, and then there should be a little bit more. There's another one. And he's just relaxing in his little fuzzy donut. Okay, so I have an EVP, and the next one, well, is going to be Magic, actually. It says, go to sleep now, or go to sleep now. So here it is. So the next one is Magic saying, hello, good morning, get up right now. So here it is. Hello, good morning, get up right now. That's Magic. So the next one is Magic saying, wake up. And that will be the last of the 13th and 14th, and then we go to June 15th. So that's what he says. He says, wake up, in his cute little voice. So it'll be Magic. So here it goes. He's going to say it any minute. Okay, so the next thing is an EVP, and you hear, have a good day. Have a good day. So that's what they say in this next EVP. But before we go to that next EVP, there is another orb video. So I like to sprinkle them in and do things a little different instead of having just the orbs in the front, then the EVPs, then Match Talks or Salem. So here is another video with some orbs. And then the first EVP after this will be Have a Good Day. So there he is. Orbs are flying around and he's just laying in his donut. That's Magic. See them all flying around? If you didn't catch that, go in reverse a little and you'll see them. They were above his head going back and forth. There's another one. Okay, so here is another one. with some more. And that's Salem walking as you saw that one go by. He saw it, he stopped. And he's just looking. And remember, the first EVP that's going to come up is Have a Good Day. So we're just watching Magic and Salem. So the next EVP, they just say, swallow it. That's it. I'm not sure who they were talking to, what it was all about, but they say swallow it. Here it is. Okay, so the next one is a bit weird. It's another EVP, and someone says, trust Papa. Now, that's not me or my husband talking. It's a man's voice says, trust Papa. And we don't use those terms, Papa, so who knows what. Okay, so the next EVP, they say, we didn't know it. Okay, so the next one's kind of weird. My husband and I want to move out of Alabama into Florida. And we were talking the night before about places. Do I want to move back to West Palm Beach? I used to live there years ago. Anyway, we weren't really sure. So today, the next day, not today, but the next day, I just hear an EVP saying West Palm Beach. Now, you'll hear a little noise in the background, but that's what they say. Okay, so then next one's an EVP, and they say, why did you do that? So the next one, Magic, just says, don't leave me. That's what he says. Here it is. Okay, so he could have been saying, don't believe me instead of don't leave me. Anyway, the next one is Magic saying, down the attic, go home. And Salem and Magic both say, go home. In this next one, Magic says, above you. So I don't know if you heard the last one, but they are saying, go home, down the attic. So go, I don't know who they were talking to or what it was about. But this next one, Magic does say above you. Okay, so here it is. Okay, so that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please like this and share this with anyone that you know be interested. And remember, if you're not subscribed, go do that now. Also, click that notification button, because once you click that notification bell, you'll be notified when I upload my newest content. And leave a comment if it's just say hello, to ask a question. And remember to stay spooky. And I'll see you in my videos. I have another one coming up real soon, so don't forget to keep checking back. So I hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye.